What's up, BU Nation? How are you guys doing? Mark Saint here for another live stream Friday. Dressed up because I just came from a very important meeting I'm gonna tell you later, not right now. So, very busy day here. Very busy day here, but busy for good. We have some good news that I want to share with you guys. First of all, I want to thank you for the presence of you guys that are constantly supporting the channel every Mondays and Fridays. We have a blast here on this channel. We reach out, right? We end up receiving your questions, talk about everything that concerns Brazil, have a blast, have some laughs, end up learning a lot from one another. This is, I think, the main purpose of this live stream. I'm even starting earlier today because I want to talk to you guys, share some quality time with you more tonight, because the last few days I had to cut the live stream short, especially last Friday. So today I want it to be different, and I'm going to be spending more time with you guys, may God allow, and taking your questions, discussing everything that is to discuss about this beautiful country of Brazil, and of course, communicating. I think the important about this live stream is really communicating, is discussing the channel and all the work that happens here, and getting your suggestions. So you know how it works, right? Guys, I want to start by giving you some typical announcements, right? First of all, we try to be here with live streams every Mondays and Fridays from 6:30 on. Sometimes we stay just for 1 hour. Sometimes we prolong this a little bit more. Hold on a second, because okay. I'm just checking the sound if everything is working well here. So we try to be here every Mondays and Fridays from 6:30 on. So you guys have an appointment with me every Mondays and Fridays. Do not forget, I'll be here for us to discuss Brazil. We got a lot of things to talk tonight, but of course I'm going to hold it until we have more quorum, we have more people, so that the news get to be a little more interesting, and you guys can ask me any questions concerning the news that I'm going to deliver tonight, right? We didn't have long videos on the channel this week because I'm working on shorts, okay? I mean, not in shorts, but I'm working on YouTube shorts, right? Just to make it clear. That's a terrible joke. And because I want to grow the numbers, as I have been saying recently. So you guys will be seeing more shorts than long videos. I have some videos actually in the long format to be posting. I think I got 3 or 4 in my drawer. So pretty soon they will be released for you guys. But in the meantime, I want to work on shorts. I'm getting all the videos that I have posted on the channel to transform them into the short format, so that you guys that are already subscribers to the channel can receive some suggestions on the kind of video that you can watch. Maybe you look, we have a little above than 450 videos right now, which is a big number. So I want you guys to take those short videos in order to be suggested new content for you guys to watch. Things that I have produced and posted like a long time ago, but you guys couldn't watch. So it's going to be working as a suggestion, right? I also have some a media open here for us to discuss the news in Brazil. Okay? So, everything that is going on in the country that might be interesting for us to discuss about, we're going to be reading here, right? And you guys will be asking me any questions that you want about the matter. And that's it. It's important to also say, guys, remember we have, I was going to say secondary channel. We have a secondary channel and we have a tertiary channel now. The secondary channel is about Brazilian Portuguese. So if you guys are interested in learning the Brazilian Portuguese language, we have the channel Portuguese with Mark Saint. This time around I have been smarter, so I have left the channels, the access, the link here in the description of this video. So if you guys want to support us, if you want to help us a little bit more, just go there, visit this channel. It's about Brazilian Portuguese, of course, but you can always support the channel there and follow, because I'll be talking about culture as well, because it's impossible to discuss the language and not to discuss culture. So you will end up learning lots more about the country of Brazil. So it's going to be like a continuation of what we do here on Brazil Subtitled. Okay, guys? The third channel that I have to suggest, I want to say, is the Brazilian Market with Mark Saint. This is still a new channel, right? Still under the process of becoming a channel per se. So I still need to work on the intro. I still need to work on so many other things and post videos there. But it's a project that I have been developing for a few weeks maybe now, because my idea is I want to separate the content of the investment that we work here on the channel, and I want to put in one exclusive corner or in one exclusive channel for us just to discuss about it. So I don't want to confuse the head of the subscriber. So once we are talking about investment, we are talking about investment. So I don't want people to be suggested the channel for investment and they come and they see a video about Monica's Gang, which is a comic character here in Brazil, or maybe the best restaurants in the city. I don't know if it's gonna make sense. So I wanted to separate. So if you guys want to learn about investment in Brazil, there will be a channel exclusively for that. The name is Brazilian Market with Mark Saint. The link is also here in the description of this video. But I'm going to do the transfer gradually, okay? I'm not gonna go and start just posting videos on investment only there like this. I think it needs some time for the people to digest and everything. So I count on you to understand that and to help me on this new venture that I have. So I'm gonna work with this channel, also the Brazilian Portuguese and the Brazilian Market with Mark Saint. Everything that concerns investments. Okay, guys? Normally the people arrive for the live streams a little later, starting by 6:30 or anything, but it's okay. I wanted to start earlier because I want to leave the messages that I have to leave, and then we are ready for a conversation, okay? So let's take a look at what's going on in Brazil. First of all, I don't know if you guys are aware and if you're planning to visit Brazil in the next few days, but we're going through a very cold weather right now. It was predicted long before that we would have this for a few days. So the temperature really dropped São Paulo is not suffering so much right now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you take the state of Rio Grande do Sul, which is that state that suffered with the floods last year, the temperatures dropped significantly. I think they said something about -5. -5 Celsius, guys. Fahrenheit. Just so you understand, take a look. It would be 23 Fahrenheit, so it's very cold. There were some cities in Rio Grande do Sul that were 23 Fahrenheit or -5 Celsius. Unbelievably cold. The hills of, they call Serra Gaúcha, right? The mountains of the state, they were expecting snow. Yes, you heard that well. It's snow in a tropical country. That's just crazy. But it happens. It gets so cold. But the snow cannot be compared to what you guys are accustomed in this European and North American countries. It's very mild, thin snow, but it snows anyways, right? I think the coldest day was expected to be tomorrow. Let's see if it's gonna happen. See what else is going on in Brazil. Oh, it says here that one of our airlines called Go makes lots of flights to the United States and Europe. They had a peak in their stock, in the stock market, 30% up, because they are leaving a very hard situation, financial situation that they went through, right? There's a technical name for that. Let me see how to say that. Let's see how people say that. Receivership, maybe. Put ChatGPT. Court supervised reorganization. This is what the company, or judicial reorganization. That's what the company was going through. And there are news now that they're gonna recover from this faster. So the stocks soared because of that. That's good news. Azul will have an apport of $1.6 billion. And what does Azul have to do with this? And predicts the return of their airplanes. Let me see this. Okay, this is another story. I'm opening a wrong one. Where's the good one? %30 up, so that's good. If you guys invest in the Brazilian market, keep an eye on the Go stocks. Let me see if I can translate this from the navigator. English. Go shares soar 30% after shareholders approve plan to exit bankruptcy. Part of the approvals includes a capital increase of at least 5.3 billion reais and a maximum of 19.3 billion. The company expects to emerge from Chapter 11 in June. Go shares soared 30% on Friday afternoon. Today, the rise in shares comes after the company announced that its shareholders approved the plan presented to exit the so-called Chapter 11 of the U.S. bankruptcy law. At 2:52 p.m., the company shares rose 20%. Go shares are under the ticker quotations GOLL, GOLL 4. With these approvals, the company is positioned to complete its Chapter 11 process. That's interesting. I didn't know this term in English. in the United States as planned in early June 2025, the company said in a statement. In an official statement, the company reported that its shareholders approved all topics evaluated during the Extraordinary General Meeting, EGM, and the special meeting of preferred shareholders, both held this Friday. According to Gol's president, Celso Ferrer, the approvals received by the companies represent one of the final milestones in the process and paves the way for the company to complete its restructuring in the short term. That's good. We just want to see companies doing well, right, guys? The only problem is that the prices of the airlines never drop. It's incredible. I heard stories now that the costs are down, we're gonna pass this discount to the passengers. Never happened. Absolutely never happened. There's a weird picture here of Musk with a black eye. And he says here that he was playing with his son. And it's not about Brazil, but it's very interesting to comment. And he said that he asked his son to punch him. And things went wrong. Can you believe this? There is a theory, I don't know if you guys are aware, on the internet that says that there is a kind of cult or people say very much things like those, those secret groups like the Illuminati and stuff. They have a commencement ritual that they all appear with a black eye. I think I have read this somewhere. So everybody has a black eye. All the celebrities. You can think like Rihanna, black eye. The Pope, black eye. So they got these things and they said, they have a commencement initiation or ritual, and it's like this. You have to be punched. That's crazy, no? But anyways, the guy has a very similar black eye, so I don't know what you think now. Okay, let's get back and focus on Brazil. What else is happening? A lot of fake news, and some of the medias that I follow here, they have a very interesting work to check this fake news and see if they're really fake, to prove the population that what they are spreading is a lie. So they have to be careful. That's very nice. That's very serious journalism. Now there's a report here. A dog gets very excited to see snow for the first time in Santa Catarina. Who would have guessed? I grew up studying in Brazilian schools, learning that Brazil is a tropical country. That hasn't happened, hasn't changed. But think about it. It's snowing in Brazil. Okay, not like New York snow or Europe snow or London snow, but it's snowing. Can you believe it? Grew up learning that it doesn't snow in Brazil. That has to be changed now. Can you believe we are already in June, guys? A semester has passed. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Almost, right? Because we still have June. Just incredible. Well, let me change the source of media here. It has a lot of news reports about the GDP, the Brazilian GDP. I'm going to leave this for a little later for us to discuss whether or not Brazil is doing well in the financial market or not, okay? Let's discuss that later. I just can tell you that it's positive news, apparently. I want to apologize for last Friday. If you guys were here, you saw that I had to cut the stream short. Um, I had to go help my wife. She had a very urgent situation going on in her studio, and I had to rush to her studio. And last Friday, I had just 1 hour of live stream for me to play basketball. I should have stayed here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Things have changed a lot, since I started playing basketball there. Things have changed a lot. Not enjoying that place as much as I used to. What else, guys? Valentine's Day is arriving in Brazil. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Valentine's Day in Brazil is a different day. So if you date a Brazilian girl or guy, you gotta know this, okay? Because you have 2 dates to celebrate. In Brazil, it's June 12th, right? That's when Valentine's Day happens. The interesting thing I want to say culturally is that Valentine's Day in Brazil is different from the concept in the United States and maybe Mexico and Canada. Because Valentine's Day is the day of love, right? On those countries that I just mentioned. I don't know if in Europe is the same. Is there any European watching? So please step up and help me with this information. I don't know if you guys celebrate Valentine's Day like in North America. But it's the day of love, so you guys can share, at least as far as I know, you can share a card with the person you love. It doesn't have to be a boyfriend or girlfriend. Here in Brazil, is Valentine's Day has a name. It's the boyfriend and girlfriend day, or the couples day, let's say, right? The couples day, because it's specific for couples. It's specific for sharing the love of couples. Not like I'm gonna give a card to my daughter or my grandmother. Doesn't work like that. But it's a very good and important date for the commerce, right? They normally make a lot of money in this period. Another thing I want to share about Brazil, guys, that I have been seeing is that the unemployment rate has been one of the lowest in history. It's less than 6% of the population. Less than 6% of the Brazilian population is unemployed, which is very good, no? Very good. I just opened here one from G1 from Globo. Let me just try to translate the article so I don't have to translate that simultaneously. So Brazil created 257.5 thousand formal jobs in April, the best result in the series, which began in 2020. The Brazilian economy generated 257.5 thousand formal jobs in April this year, according to information provided by the Ministry of Labor and Employment this Wednesday, the 28th. In total, according to the federal government, the following were registered in March: 2.282 million hires, 2.24 million layoffs, compared to the same month last year, which generated 239.9 thousand formal jobs. There was an increase of 7.3%, according to official data, right? Tisha Emery, how are you? Good evening, Tisha. Always good to see you here. Geneviero, how are you? Good evening. Boa noite. Tudo bem com vocês? I'm reading a little bit some of the news. So when you guys rewatch, or if somebody misses the stream and can watch, can see something at the beginning. Not only myself talking to myself, that would be embarrassing, right? But I'm just telling you guys that the unemployment rate it's one of the lowest registered in Brazil, at least in the past years, which is really good. And also they have been generating new jobs a lot, which I think goes along with the news that I was reading this morning, which Brazil's GDP has grown, I think, 2%, something like that. Basically because of the agribusiness. The agribusiness is carrying this country a lot lately. So that means Brazil has been supplying a lot of food for the world, right? We're talking about rice production, meat, and so many other things. Brazil has been an important global player in providing food for many countries there, especially China and Europe, I guess, right? But I want to read that for you as well. Just give me a minute. I'm going to find that, the GDP information. If you guys want to invest in Brazil and think of investing, I think it's good news, no? The GDP, PIB brasileiro. I have found some reports here, but they are more like a TV thing. I wanted to find the text. Hold on a second, guys. PIB Brasil. Wow, 9 hours ago. Check it out. This is interesting. I'm just gonna translate again. 1 second. Boa noite, Bas. Tudo bem? Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure to have you guys taking your time just to discuss Brazil, listen to me speak. I really appreciate it, and I hope I can deliver you guys a very quality hour or two where we're gonna be discussing Brazil. I promise you guys, if it's for me, there will be no interruption. We're gonna be here for maybe until 8:30 Brazil time. It's 6:30 right now. I started 30 minutes earlier because I wanted to update you guys on a few things. So if you didn't see when the stream is over, you can come back and watch, please. But I might repeat myself during the process. Not a problem. My goodness, how can't I translate that? God damn it. Okay. Finally, sorry. Take a look. Brazil records the 5th highest GDP growth in the world in the first quarter of 2025. See ranking. So the quarter's result placed Brazil ahead of economies such as the United States, China, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. The 1.4 increase in gross domestic product places Brazil in 5th place compared to the growth of economic activity in 49 countries in the first quarter of 2025. According to projections compiled by Alex Agostini, chief economist of Austin Rating. The calculation is based on the current value of GDP and the International Monetary Fund's projections for the main global economies. In the first quarter, Brazil had a current value in local currency of 3 trillion reais. The quarterly result put Brazil ahead of economies such as the United States, China, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom, countries that make up the 10 largest economies in the world. The country that grew the most in the period was Ireland. That's surprising, with an increase of 3.2%. The worst performing nation, that's terrible, was Indonesia, which fell 1% over the period, followed by Slovenia, which fell 0.8%, and Singapore, which fell 0.6%. The United States, the world's largest economy, ranked 38th, down 0.2%. China advanced 1.2 to rank 7th. The average for the G7 member countries, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom and the United States, was 0.2%. For the BRICS, 1.3%, and the overall average for the 49 countries surveyed was 0.5%. So we have the ranking here. Ranking of the biggest GDPs in the world in the first trimester. In terms of growth, right? So the first one was Ireland, 3.2% growth. Iceland, 2.7% growth. Interesting. The third one was Hong Kong, 1.9%. Number 4 was Taiwan, 1.8% growth. So in the 5th position is Brazil, 1.4% growth in the first trimester. Number 6, Cyprus, was 1.3%. Number 7, China, 1.2%. Number 8, ranking number 8, was the Philippines, 1.2% growth in the GDP in the first trimester. Number 9, Turkey, 1%. Number 10, Saudi Arabia, 0.9%. And then we have Israel, 0.8%. In the 11th position, Colombia, the 12th position, 0.8%. Czech Republic, 13th position, 0.8%. Malaysia, 0.7%. 15th position, Poland, 0.7%. Thailand, 0.7% as well in the 16th position. And then 17th, we have Chile. And then we have the United Kingdom, Switzerland, all with the 0.7%. Peru, 0.6%. Bulgaria, 0.6%. Spain, 22nd position in growth of the GDP, 0.6%. Lithuania, 0.4%. Belgium, 24th position. And we have Germany in the 25th position in growth with 0.4% of the GDP in the first trimester. Croatia, 26%. Italy, 27%. All with 3%, 0.3%. 28th, Costa Rica. Slovakia, Mexico is in the 30th position with 0.2% of the growth. Austria, 31st. Holland, 0.1%. Holland is position number 32. And then we have France, 33rd in the ranking of the GDPs that grew the most in the first trimester of this year, 0.1%. Finland is 34 with 0%. Romania, 0%. And then we have the negative, with the 35th Romania, 36, Lithuania, 37, Norway, minus 0.1. The United States, 38. It's in the 38th position with minus 0.2. 39th position, Japan, minus 0.2. Tunisia, 40th position. And then you have some big players here like Sweden, minus 0.2. South Korea, minus 0.2. And the United States are also a big player. What else? South Korea, 43rd position. Portugal, 46th position, minus 0.5 in growth. There was no growth, right? Sorry, there was retraction. Singapore minus 0.6, Slovenia minus 0.8, Slovenia in 48th. And then we have Indonesia in the 49th position, minus 1%. And then the rest is just a general. The average is 0.5% of growth. The BRICS, the general growth for the BRICS countries, 1.3%. Wow, they're growing much, very much. The Eurasia, Europe and Asia, 0.3. The G7, the group of the richest nations in the world, the growth average was 0.2%. Very interesting. So you connect this report that I'm reading with the one that Brazil has the lowest unemployment rate in years. So we have very positive news about the Brazilian market. Thank God, of course. Hey, Charles, what's up, buddy? Boa noite, tudo bem? Eu tô bem, e você? Como você está? Como está o seu português, meu amigo? Falando muito, estudando muito português? Portuguese. By the way, if you guys are here for the first time, welcome. Just make sure you smash the like button. You subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. And if you guys are old subscribers and you look at this poor man here, very nice fellow that could be doing anything else with his time, but he's here with you guys just to entertain your night and make you guys happier than you are, and you want to support the channel a little bit more, please consider the possibility of at least checking the categories that we got here. We got 3 categories for you to become members of the channel. So the first category, you can become a tourist on the channel. I normally call the subscribers BU Nation. So if you want to really become an official BU National, you can become a tourist and you pay something like $3 a month. And then you can become a resident and you can become a citizen. For each of the categories, you have perks that will be given as a thank you for the support that you can give the channel. If you guys can't do that, oh Mark, things are hard, no problem. Make sure you binge watch the videos and you leave a comment for every single video that you guys watch. It goes a long way for the channel. It helps us a lot, believe me. Watching and writing whatever you want to write, oh good and nice, thank you, blah, blah, blah. The algorithm understands the video is relevant. So you give us possibilities to produce more and more for everybody to be happy, okay? Muita fome, Charles. Go eat something, buddy. Vai comer algo. Também dor no meu braço, elbow. What happened? O que aconteceu com o seu cotovelo? Em português é cotovelo. Elbow, ok? I'm teaching a word for Charles for free. Cotovelo. There you go. That's how you say elbow. Cotovelo. There is another report here that says that what is really bringing Brazil up in its GDP is the agribusiness. So the agribusiness is, I think I've already mentioned a couple of minutes ago, is, how can I say, bringing Brazil up very strongly because of the business, selling food and exporting a lot of things. So the commercial balance will be good, right? Guys, if you are here also for the first time, we also have 2 other channels. The first one is already in movement, which is Portuguese with Mark Saint. I've already left the link, okay, in the description of this video, following the suggestion of one of the subscribers, because it didn't occur to me to go and put the link of the other channels. Thank you for the subscriber who suggested. So just go there and you will be able to see Portuguese with Mark Saint and the channel, and also the channel for investors. If you guys like Brazil very much and you want to invest in this economy that grow so much. I just gave you the numbers. You can go to the other channel and also subscribe there, because you're going to receive news about economy, about politics, always focused for the financial market, because the idea is not discussing politics with anybody. But you guys will have a source for you to make a decision, right? And later on in this live stream, I'm going to share with you guys some news that I have for the channel. I'm still holding it because I want to make some mystery, and I want to have more quorum for me to be able to share with you guys what I want to share. Okay? Okay, understand. So when I woke up this morning, I felt some pain on my elbow. No problem. That's okay. I was just joking that it was free, right? Oh, guys, so if you are here with us for the first time, I'm here to take your questions. Whatever you want to ask about the job here produced on the channel, whatever that involves Brazil, I will try to answer. If I don't have an answer, I'm going to try to research here on my computer from the Brazilian media, from the Brazilian sources in Brazilian Portuguese, translate for you guys. If I don't know, or if I can't find, I'm sorry, maybe later I'll consult somebody and give you the answer somehow. Or maybe even make a video. I also accept suggestions on the kind of things you want to see around here. Oh, Mark, I really wanted you to make a video about the cartoons in Brazil, because I have kids and I want to go to Brazil, and whatever. Just give me your suggestion. I'm going to be taking notes. Is there a system being developed to expedite visas for those traveling from the United States? You mean the Brazilian government expediting visas? No, as far as I know on this matter, we have like the digital visa for the citizens of the United States, Canada, and Australia, which is the e-visa, the online version for this, because it's much faster for you guys to keep. Some people tell me that it's not that fast. It took them 5 to 10 days. Some other people said, no, in 24 hours I had everything. So it's difficult to know, right? If you are asking about expediting visas, maybe you have applied and it's taking a while. Can you share with us the story, please? Very important for the others as well. Baz, I follow, I have an American friend who's a YouTuber. I met this guy once. He was very nice with me. I gave him an interview. The only one, Philly Dom, yes, a good guy. I followed his process because he was deported back to the United States because he came to Brazil without a visa. Long story short, if you want to check his channel later, Philly Dom, I followed his process to get the visa later. It took him about 10 to 15 days. But the Brazilian government promised this would happen in 24 hours. So I don't know exactly, because sometimes I hear some people say it took 24 hours. Some other people say, no, it took me longer than that. So I don't know if maybe nowadays the quantity of people requesting is bigger. But the process was created promising to be very fast. So that's what I found weird, you know. If it was promised to be very fast, why is it taking that much or that long, you know? Yeah, that's weird. 1 to 2 days, but the promise, Baz, was 1 day. Was 24 hours. I don't know if they're having trouble with the company because, you know, it's an outsourced service, as far as I know. I think the government of Brazil pays for this company for them to work on the sites and everything. the electronic things. I think they work with other countries as well, you know. Hi, Baldini, tudo bem? Boa tarde. No, I'm just posting, Baldini. I have been posting lots of YouTube shorts lately. And actually, I have some 3 or 4 long format videos in the oven. I might uh, I might be releasing them soon because they have been taking so much of my time. You guys have no idea. One is about the Brazilian soldiers who fought in World War II. Just so you understand, I mentioned this about a month ago or more. I mentioned that I was working on this. Just for you to understand, there was a moment I had to stop because it requires a lot of illustration, a lot of editing. Because I cannot only talk about these things and you see my face all the time. I have to show, because I'm talking about the Brazilian airplanes. I have to show the Brazilian airplanes. It takes a while. But pretty soon you guys will have some. For example, last weekend we had Virada Cultural, the cultural 24-hour event in Brazil, in São Paulo, sorry, in São Paulo. So it started 4:30 in the afternoon. Saturday went to 4:30 or 6 o'clock of the next day, something like that. It was amazing. I was out with my daughter, my wife, and we went to many places on Saturday and on Sunday. And I have the video here just waiting to be edited. As soon as possible, you guys will be receiving new things. Ah, you're coming to São Paulo. Very cool, man. Yeah, start now. Absolutely start now. Start doing this right now. And even if it takes 10, 15 days, it's okay. At least you're going to have this before the trip. And it's important to say, I don't remember having seen anybody, if anybody watching applies to this condition, please step up and share that with us. I don't remember seeing anybody complaining that they waited a month or more, or even 2 weeks. I don't remember. 2, 3 weeks. I don't remember. Maybe the maximum 10 days, almost 2 weeks. Sometimes 8. But 2, 3 weeks exactly. I don't remember anybody complaining. They normally receive the visa in their email much before than that, or the maximum 10 days. Okay. So, which is for me is already hard because it was supposed to be faster than that. It was supposed to be 24 hours. Once the money checked in, they and your paperwork was approved, you would be receiving in the maximum 24 hours. At least that's what they said. But you can't trust the government, you know what I mean? Hey Josh, what's up? No, like the Thai massage, this kind of things? Not that I am aware of. At least nothing with the Brazilian name behind it. Like we have the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is definitely ours. We just got the Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and transform it and made it better and put more movements that didn't exist. I mean, we changed the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the Jiu-Jitsu a lot. That's why we call BJJ nowadays. But massage, not exactly. Why? Are you looking for something like this from Brazil? I know there are a lot of people working with massages in the sports field and stuff, but nothing that is a technique that is developed here. Not exactly. Guys, please don't forget to smash the like button. It's very important that you guys interact with the content somehow. And one of these, the forms, other than writing messages here, is also smashing the like button, please. And if anybody watching hasn't subscribed, please do help us grow. I want to make this channel relevant and the biggest there is about the Brazilian culture, okay? And remember, I'm gonna repeat myself, if you guys want to support my work even more, there is a channel about Brazilian Portuguese that I have. I haven't posted anything in the past month, maybe. I'm already a month since the last video. But it's in the plans. I'm just working some things out. I want to produce more short videos, even for that channel. And there is a third channel that I have open that is about Brazilian markets. If you guys want to invest in Brazil, the link is also here in the description. No, we don't have any. You heard that well. We don't have any massage that carries the name of Brazil. It's more typical for the Asian countries, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, Charles, it's not, but it's I said that at the beginning, but we didn't have a big quorum here. The people were not present. I was talking to myself basically. But what I'm doing is I'm working and focused on growing the numbers of the channel. I want to create a bigger BU nation so that you guys have more fellow countrymen here. But anyways, I want to reach more people, and I have learned that through shorts, it would be a good formula. So the first thing I'm doing, because of my very busy schedule, I'm picking up the content that I already have on the channel and that you guys might have missed, because we are above 450 videos already. Woohoo, that's a very good number, by the way. Let me just confirm it. 460 videos to be exact. Okay, so I'm very proud. 460 videos is a life, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up these old content and transforming them, remixing them into a short video. So for the new people, it will be a way to say, hey, I exist, come learn about Brazil with me. And for you guys that have so gently been here for a while, it's going to work as a suggestion, Charles. Because you're going to say, oh, I haven't seen this video yet. So you can see the short video and say, okay, I want to see the complete version. And you go back to the channel and you watch the video about the bricks. By the way, this is a video that I had a lot of, at least compared to my numbers, a lot of views, a positive response, because I talked about the expectations of being on the bricks and the creation and everything. So that's very nice. But my idea is in the future, as soon as I end up posting all these old videos through shorts, I'm going to start producing other ones that haven't been seen on the channel before, right? So my idea, I won't give up on the long videos. They are very important for the channel as well. What I want to inform, before I forget, guys, it keeps coming and going here in my head. We're going to have a special edition of the live stream tomorrow. So take notes about that tomorrow. I don't know the time yet. I still need to check. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you an incomplete information. But if you keep an eye on the channel, you will see that there will be a video with the time and the day. You just have to click and put let me know when this happens, just like this one. I leave a video pre-programmed for you guys to click and maybe join the waiting list, and then when the live comes online, right, comes live, the stream comes live, you guys can watch. So I'm gonna do the same with the tomorrow's version. Why is it that I'm going to make this new tomorrow, this new live stream. Tomorrow is the 31st of May. So June is a very special month in Brazil. You know, Brazilians like to party a lot. We have something called Festa Junina. I'm going to type the name here so that you guys can check later if you guys don't know. Festa Junina. Junin becomes from June, June party. Which is basically like a party from the countrymen. So they have those hats like this one. Let me show you. Those straw hats like this one, right? Oh, I like it. So this is from the countrymen here in Brazil. If you like it, please applaud. Or click on the heart, guys. Click on the heart on the party. Come on, interact with the content. Very important. Or put some laughing faces, you know. But the idea is tomorrow will be a special and extraordinary episode of our live streams. Because my wife and I will be teaching you how to prepare some typical things from Festa Junina. Woohoo! So I'm going to have the presence of my wife teaching you guys how to prepare a few things from Festa Junina. She focused on vinho quente, which is the hot wine. I don't know if this is the name. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's originally from the United States, man. I think it's from the countryside. Every country that has a countryside, Josh, they wear hats like this. Here in Brazil, it might be a copy somehow of the American version because it works like this. Brazil is a Catholic church, as you might know, in its majority. Nowadays, we have the evangelicals competing. I don't know exactly which group is bigger. Let me see. Religião predominante no Brasil. 2025. Vamos ver quem tá na frente. Yeah, look. 2025, Catholicism continues to be the predominant religion in Brazil with 50% of the population. If it's 50%, it's not predominant. Or it is. No. But Christianity, especially the evangelicals, is the most practiced. So that means, okay, Catholics sometimes don't practice, but they are in its majority, right? But 86% of the population is Christian. So look, Catholics, 50% of the population. Evangelicals, 31% of the population. So a group that grows a lot. Other religions, Christians and not Christians, 19% of the population. No religion, 10% of the population. So Festa Junina is a religious party because it comes from Saint John, which is a saint in the Catholic Church. Saint John. So people celebrate him a lot. I mean, you have some stalls that sell popcorn and some candy, like sugar cane candy, paçoca. Paçoca is a candy that is made out of nuts, peanuts. So it's very interesting. They put a bonfire. Sometimes the fire is very high, and people dance around the fire. And they have like a dance that you dance in couples, and you follow a couple. The couple leader is like a bride and a groom, a guy dressed up as a bride. I have some videos about the Festa Junina you can check later. But it's very common in Brazil, and people love it. I love this period because there's good music, country music. People are always smiling, enjoying, and the kids just love because they have the firecrackers. It's amazing. They have the fishing stalls, so they have those plastic fish where if you fish, you get a prize. Manuela loves this. It's absolutely fun. And there are some typical food that is part of our tradition, part of our culture. I would like to share that with you guys, show you how to prepare. So it's gonna be in my kitchen tomorrow's live, and Tali will be there teaching us how to prepare that. I hope you guys are here tomorrow with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will let you know as soon as I talk to her tonight, because she gave me the idea and I took her up to the offer. And I want you guys to keep an eye on the channel, because I'll be posting tonight until midnight. It doesn't matter, Brazil time. I'm gonna tell you when it's gonna happen, okay? What time tomorrow? Baldini asking me what, Baldini, about the straw hat? So let me guess, the countryside is basically the interior of Brazil that contains the dry cerrado. No, the countryside of every state, man. Every state has a rural area, right? That's very normal. When you drive away from the cities, you go to areas of farms and everything. So these areas of farms, of more vegetation, it's called the rural area. So these people have a very, I don't know if hillbilly is a good word, a hillbilly lifestyle, right? Because people, you guys would probably be describing them with plaid shirts. So, and this is where we copy the United States, because the people dress up with plaid shirts and jeans and cowboy boots. You know, it's a cowboy lifestyle. It's a cowboy party, basically, okay? Not a problem. Not a problem. The idea is to show a little bit of the culture and also the food that is typical from Brazil. But you do whatever you want. Be free to participate or not to. Okay? I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like to limit myself to anything, you know? For example, if I like Brazil, I'm not gonna watch an Argentina soccer game. Or if I like São Paulo, I don't go to Rio. I normally don't do that. I like to be open to new things, because life is too short for me to follow just a style. But I really respect you. I think you have to do whatever you want to do. A month-long celebration. Yes, it's a month-long celebration, boss. It starts in June, as I said. Just so you know, my daughter was supposed to have a party tomorrow in her school. She doesn't want to participate. She's almost getting to the teenage years, so you know. Oh, I don't want to go. I think it's embarrassing. You know the speech. So she's not participating. But her school even rented a health club close to us, where they will put up all the stalls and put the bonfire, and people will be dancing. It's a lot of fun. The families love it. Oh, Garvar with very interesting information. So the hat is originally from Europe and Asia. Very nice. Egypt and China. Ah, okay. I got it. I noticed this about you, Charles. You have some very rooted things with the divisions in the United States. Correct me if I am mistaken, but you have, this is very, how can I say, it's a guiding force in your life, right? I don't know what you guys have gone through there. So I live in Brazil. It's completely disconnected to what happened in the United States. So I don't know very much. But I noticed this. It's something, you're always guiding yourself based on these things. I think it's important to believe, to have our values and be loyal to them, right? Yeah, oh, Josh is bringing you. I like Josh because he does his homework, you know. So he said, paçoca alongside brigadeiro, canjica. Canjica, guys. How can I explain canjica, man? Canjica. It's a sort of porridge, right? Maize kernels, it says here. Yeah, it's maize kernels. Porridge made out of maize kernels with the cinnamon powder. This is canjica. Oh, it's typical from this time period. Uh, she did, Tisha. Can you believe it? Manuela is growing, man. Everybody's telling me this. Well, she's almost your as tall as you are. I mean, I'm very short. I'm just 5'8" or 170. I like to give the two measures because we have some Americans here. So I'm 5'8". I'm very short, or 1 meter 70 centimeters. Manuela is getting to my shoulder, so she's basically becoming a. She's still a kid for a lot of things. She loves cartoons, this kind of things. But for other things, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed in front of my class dancing there. Oh, so beautiful when she loved the dancing. But okay, we've got a lot of registers, a lot of footage from the young years when she danced with her classmate. It was very nice. No problem, Charles. I was just telling you what I feel. I have noticed this from the very first day I talked to you. I think it's something that is rooted in your spirit. Not criticizing, but it's just stating what I see. Okay, and you might have your reasons. All right, you might have your reasons. No. So. We have canjica, bolo de rolo, yes. We call rocambole as well. Many Brazilian desserts seem to be pretty simple. So what happened? Yeah, I don't know. We still save all these desserts for this time period. We don't see people eating canjica every so often. But it happens, okay? We also have arroz doce, which means sweet rice. There are some of these dishes that I don't eat, Josh. It's just a personal taste. I don't like. I don't know. Like arroz doce, I'm not a big fan. My wife says it's because my mother didn't know how to prepare. So then you have my wife bad mouthing my mother's food, and I don't want to get involved in this. But anyways, she says, "Oh, if you try mine, you're gonna love it." I have tried hers. It was really good, I'm going to say. But I'm still not a big fan of the sweet rice, which is arroz doce. But there are so many other things that are really good in this time period. We have the corn. We have, they also sell like skewers with the strawberry, and then you dip them in the chocolate. You cover them with liquid chocolate, right? And then the kids just love it. I don't know this word that you said, man. Bijajica. Cassava starch. No idea what this word is. I know canjica you mentioned there, right? So bijajica, no idea. She was talking about her mom's food. No, she wants to understand why me, as a typical Brazilian, won't go with the specific foods, right, Charles? Like, why would you not eat canjica? I don't know, man. I tried. I know it's typical from Brazil. Our culture is very rooted, very strong, beautiful, diverse. It has a little of every part of the world. But there are some dishes that are not for me. The arroz doce is good because you have condensed milk. I have a very sweet tooth, so I might enjoy because of the condensed milk. But other than that, bijajica is a Brazilian cookie. Wow, never heard, man. You're teaching me my culture. That's fantastic. Let me check this word, because I have no idea. 44 years living in this country, never heard of this word. maybe it has something to do with the origins, right? Because Santa Catarina is a German state or German descendants, right? What you call, or what you are calling bijajica, it's what we call biscoito de polvilho, cara. It just changes the name according to the regions, Josh, or the states. In São Paulo, we don't use this word. I never heard of this word in my life. We say biscoito de polvilho. A biscoito de... Some other people will say maybe biscoito de... No, yeah, biscoito de polvilho. Bijajica, né? I see the word now, but it's not a word we use in São... I'm from São Paulo, so sorry about that. Serra Catarinense, yeah, from the Catarinenses from Santa Catarina Hills. We have another name for that. Biscoito doce de polvilho. Now polvilho. My ear's getting very warm. I think it's the light pointed to my face here. Biscoito de polvilho. Let me see if there's a name for that, guys. Tapioca flour? Maybe. Sour cassava flour or sour tapioca flour. Yes, it's biscoito de polvilho azedo. Azedo is sour in Portuguese. The word sour in English, Portuguese is azedo. We call biscoito de polvilho. My grandmother used to do that a lot when I was prepare that a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, I know the thing. The only thing is the name. I never heard of bijajica in my whole life, and neither do the Paulistas. If you ask any Paulista here, say, what is a bijajica? It's worth $1 million, the answer. I don't think many people will know, you know. So yeah, tomorrow I hope we're gonna have some fun. If you guys can be here, it's gonna be a pleasure. It's gonna enlighten your head in terms of Brazilian culture. Imagine, guys, the exchange that we're having with these lives. Think about it. You come to Brazil knowing more. You become a better person. That's fantastic. Because you can come here and say, oh, Mark showed me this the other day. Vinho quente. Vinho quente. Let me see what name you guys give in English. Vinho quente. Let's see if you guys have an equivalent. Mulled wine. Is this, guys, mulled wine? Because it's a hot wine I'm talking about that is offered in the Festa Junina. Let me see the images. Mulled wine. Yes, it's like a punch, right? Mulled wine. We have mulled wine here, served hot, and then we have quentão, which is a typical drink that is normally alcoholic. Quentão in English. Let me see the name. I really love my hat. I look like Chico Bento. If you guys have Prime Video, there is this Brazilian movie called Chico Bento. But they put another name. It's about this one of the characters of Turma da Mônica, which is a Brazilian characters. Let me see if Chico Bento is here. So you can watch a Brazilian movie about this thing, because he lives in the countryside. Oh, I don't think they have Chico Bento here. I can't believe it. But anyways, let's see quentão in English. Quentão, vinho quente. Let me see. Mulled wine, okay, I've already said. But they say it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It could be alcoholic or non-alcoholic, okay. But you need to try. Once you are in Brazil, you need to try. Oh yes, I will, man. Let me just check the name in English for you guys to see. Or I will even show you, okay, Charles? For you to see the name of Chico Bento e a Goiabeira. The name was translated brilliantly, in my opinion, okay? Prime, Amazon Prime, kudos, okay? Deserves all the credit because they translated to Chico Bento. Chico comes from Francisco. It's a very common name for the hillbillies in Brazil. And they put the name Chuck. Chuck Billy. Okay, just a detail. Remember, the hillbillies in Brazil are different from the Americans. So you gotta watch this movie. It's a very simple people who live in the countryside, in the farms, and they plant for a living. It's another story, okay? So, Chuck Billy and the Marvelous Guava Tree. Fantastic. Let me see if I can show you guys. By the way, I went to the movies to watch this movie with Manu and Tali, and I made a review. Not a review, but I talked about this movie. I didn't show any images and went step by step, but I talked about the movie. You can find this on the channel. But let me show you guys, just a second. Chuck Billy and the Marvelous Guava Tree. Look. This one here. It's like a trailer. This is Chuck Billy and the Marvelous Guava Tree. Right? I wanted you to see his face. Very interesting movie, man. Made more for kids, but if you guys are learning the Portuguese language, good suggestion for you guys to... this boy is Chuck Billy. Okay, Chico Bento. It's based upon a character from Maurício de Souza, who created Turma da Mônica. I also have videos about that, if you want to learn more of what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Let's see if they have Chico Bento here. Incredible, they don't have Chico Bento. It's a second-class character, normally, but very famous as well. So you guys will find us Chuck Billy, and the Marvelous Guava Tree. No idea, Josh, why they were designed to be simple. No idea. It's an interesting thing. Maybe because they had simple ingredients, you know? Because I think all these foods, they came from the roça. In Portuguese, we say roça. Roça is a reference to the rural areas outside the big urban departments, you know? Cities. And we're talking about very humble people, right? Normally, if you're not a big farmer, you're dealing with people that are humble. They have humble creation. I myself, when I was a kid, I used to visit a rural area like this. My father was friends with a couple, my father and my mother, and they had some kids. And the kids, they walked barefoot all the time. All the time. It was very interesting to see. They didn't have television, right? Their life was just going to church and also taking care of the horse of the farm, you know, dealing with the pigs, dealing with the chicken, the horses. So Chico Bento or Chuck Billy is based upon this, and Festa Junina is also based upon this. because normally these people are very religious. They go to the Catholic churches. We're talking about small villages with a small Catholic church where people go, attend the masses, talk to the father, the priest, right? So basically, this is the stereotype that the party kind of advertises, you know. So it's really nice because you see people dressed up as this boy here, basically. Let me show you. You see babies, so mothers dress babies up like this. This boy here, this one here, in the middle. Can you see this boy? Exactly this one here. So you have, I don't know if it's overall or coveralls. I think overall, and then you have the plaid shirt, the hat like this, you know. Interesting. So I've made a few videos about this time period here in Brazil. Every time we get to June and things get cold, Hossa culture, man. I don't know. Maybe if you type Hossa on Google, you might have some reference for you to study about. You know, you like music, right? And you normally listen to different music. We have something called sertanejo. It's part of the Hossa, because this is the equivalent of your country music. When I say equivalent, it's because the country music's from the country area, right? So, in Portuguese we call interior. Maybe if you type like cultura do interior, if you type like this, Josh, you might have some information, some interesting information to learn about. Right? Because it would be country culture. Interior e roça, it's basically the same idea. If you type a roça on Google and you put images, tell me later what you will come across. Because it might show the rural areas, dirt roads, people driving very simple cars, or even with carriages. Nowadays, I don't know. Because look, I'm talking about the 80s when I went to these areas, right? Nowadays, I don't know what it looks like anymore. I'm a city boy. I'm not a big fan of the country areas. Some people are crazy about places like this. I have friends that would say, oh, I can't wait to leave São Paulo and go to a small town. I don't have these desires. It's not for me. My thing is the beach. If I can live at the beach, it would be much better. Now, I repeat, the cultural sertanejo is a music style. Okay, it's not really a group. It's a music style that is equivalent to the country music. Right? So it's not a group, it's a music style called sertanejo. We have many styles of sertanejo nowadays that attract millions of Brazilians. Charles might be familiar because he comes to Brazil often. At least the other guys, Kevin, Neil, they have seen sertanejo before, because it attracts a lot of girls, a lot of guys. It's young people love sertanejo, so it's very common. It's a trend in Brazil that has been for many years, and it in the past the sertanejo was more music. There is even a debate about this, Josh, because sertanejo in the past was more about the country. The music told the story of the man from the country, the guy who woke up in the morning and had to take care of the chick and had dreams to to become something bigger, but never leave his place. Uh, uh, the romantic guy that would play serenades at the moon for the beautiful girl. Nowadays, it's more focused on romance. If you listen to the songs just talk about romance. It doesn't talk about the ranches anymore. But it's sertanejo anyway. It's just another vertent, okay? And I'm not talking about the countryside of Brazil. Remember, every state has its own interior. Interior de São Paulo, we're talking about Piracicaba, we're talking about Campinas, we're talking about São José dos Campos, São José do Rio Preto, Marília, Americana, né? You also have countryside of Minas Gerais, Uberaba, Três Corações, small towns where it's more common to work in farms, not in cities, That's what I'm talking about. Pantanal is the countryside. Yes, you have some countryside. Pantanal is very, very green, right? So you probably have people, they speak a different Brazilian Portuguese because they have their accent very rooted. They say, dia, bon dia, this kind of things, And they wear hats like that. So that's the typical countryman in Brazil. Now, roça is not a group. Roça is not a group. Roça is more of a location. You can use the word roça like this. Eu vivi na roça até os 20 anos. So I lived in the countryside until I was 20. So you can use the word roça as a reference to farms, to countryside, to dirt roads. Do you understand me? Why roça? Because roçar is when you have the shovel and all these instruments. There's another one for that I don't remember the name in English. Just a second. Hoe, right? Is it the name? Hoe? Let me see if it's correct. Yeah, hoe, Hoe. So you have the hoe, and you work in the fields. So roçar, this is the verb. That's why the name roça is the location where you live like this. You have your carriage, your horse, your chicken, your pigs, okay? So roça is not a group. Roça is the name for the countryside of a place. I repeat, São Paulo has a roça, São Paulo has a countryside, Rio, Santa Catarina has a countryside, and normally the culture of the hat and the countryman is very common. Now, about being indistinguishable from the country music, it is different because we have different instruments. I think the American country music has a very specific banjo. Maybe, I don't know if banjo is the word, or you guys have a guitar that is typical from the American country music. We have the acoustic guitar that is typical from ours. So, and also some viola. Because the name violão in Portuguese is acoustic guitar. But we have an instrument that I think is very Brazilian. Maybe it's a Brazilian creation. Viola. Which is similar to an acoustic guitar, but don't ask me the difference. I know there's a difference in sound, but maybe as you like music, you can research. What is the difference between a Brazilian violão and a Brazilian... but write in Portuguese, right? Like diferença. Maybe I can do that for you. Just a second. Thanks for the questions. These just enlighten the conversation here. Diferença entre viola e violão. What is the difference? Just a second. Let's see if anybody can explain this easily. The main difference between viola and violão resides on the quantity and organization of the strings, as well as its musical functions. The violão, which is the acoustic guitar for you guys, possesses 6 individual strings, whereas the viola tends to traditionally have 10 strings. So the sound is very different, okay? Organized in 5 pairs. Furthermore, the tuning and the techniques of the execution of the chords are very different compared to the ones in the violão, reflecting the cultural origins and also the musical style. So there, in Brazil, the old people, like my parents, my grandparents, they would say moda de viola. More my uncles, they loved this. Moda de viola. Moda is a tune, is a fashion. It's a style. So it would be a viola style, which is, you listen to the viola and say, wow, this is typical from the Brazilian countryside. Automatically. No problem. No, don't be sorry. It's okay. I better not bring my infamous t-shirt during Festa Junina. They might jump. What are you talking about, Charles? What is your infamous t-shirt? Violin or fiddle as well as guitars, but acoustic guitars are the primary instrument in American country music. Yes. Yeah, but the acoustic guitar has a different sound. It's the violin. Yeah, that's it. The violin is I think what tells the style apart, right, compared to the other styles. Because you have the acoustic guitar in rock and roll as well, like Bon Jovi playing, but it's different, right? It's not an orchestral instrument. It's more like it's very similar to a guitar. I think I have a picture here. Check it out. Yes, perfect. Perfect, Josh. Just found a picture here that will enlighten what I'm talking about. Check it out. Look at this. Violão is an acoustic guitar. Viola, even the design is different. And the sound it produces is I knew Jonathan was gonna talk about Oasis because he's a big fan of Oasis. Yeah, so they play the acoustic guitar as well, Jonathan. Welcome to the live stream. Take a look. Even the design is different from the viola, right? And the music styles are I mean, the music is different. The style, the way they sing. It's a very special and typical style that really matches the celebrations. I wish you guys can at least experiment this one day. You can come to Brazil and you can try the Festa Junina because it's a lot of fun. So if you guys are arriving now, like maybe Jonathan, we're gonna have an extraordinary and new and extra live stream tomorrow. I don't know the time yet. I will let you guys know by the notes here on YouTube and also by putting the video for you guys to be following before opening. But Tali and I are going to teach you how to prepare some typical Festa Junina food, sweets. Probably we're going to have popcorn because I love popcorn, but popcorn is just to complement. Because we're going to teach you how to prepare the quentão, the vinho quente, and some other typical things. And yes, Jonathan Oasis played with the acoustic guitar very, very well. There are so many songs that I like from Oasis that have acoustic guitar. Like Wonderwall, for example. If you have never heard of that or listened to this song, you should. Wonderwall. Virtually the same, yes, because I mean it's originated from the other one, right, Charles? But they are different in terms of sound, okay, and even the way the musicians play. That's why I want you guys to type moda de viola on YouTube later, and you see some Brazilians playing the viola. It's different, very different. The sound is similar somehow because they come from the same, how can I say, category, right? Give me a second, please. Manu, can you be a doll and pick up some water for me? Can you be a doll and pick up some water for me? Yes, please, because I can't leave the live stream right now. Thank you. I heard Jay-Z do a rendition of Wonderwalls. Are you serious? I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Oh, I have to see that. And all the roads we have. Oh, Jonathan, you're gonna be in Brazil. Oasis will be here in November. Maybe you should invite your friend to go. What? What? Did you like my hat? Say hello to the people. People want an explanation on why you don't want to participate in the Festa Junina tomorrow.
I know, Daddy.
No, they ask. Just tell.
No.
Oh, the world is asking. It's a national security thing. The world is asking. Tell them why you didn't want to participate.
Because I don't want to. Bye.
That's not an answer. I told them it's because you are becoming a teenager before the hour. Am I correct?
No.
Because you still have 3 years.
You're very incorrect. You're very, very, very incorrect.
Very incorrect? Oh, Jonathan, when are you coming to Brazil, by the way? Because there is a Michael Jackson impersonation concert from the take it down. There is an impersonator here of Michael Jackson that even recognized by his family to be the best impersonator in the world. Brazilians, when Brazilians do things, they do the best, okay? So this guy is the #1 guy. He travels the world singing Michael Jackson. He's gonna have a concert here. Maybe we could go, you know? Okay, bye.
Wait, let me.
Okay, they saw, Manuela, they have cats in the rest of the world too. Thank you, bye. Yeah, it's called, they have other names, but they exist. No. She wants to show the other cat now. Manuela, you're messing up with my live stream, filha. Okay, they saw. Okay, Manuela, I'm serious.
Okay.
You're messing up with my live stream. Bye. Bye. Sorry, technical problems. At all the roads we have to walk a winding. I think the only way I wouldn't have these cats, Charles, is if I had allergies as well. Because, like, first of all, 2 girls against 1 guy, so I had no voice here. Like, one of our dog died last year. Was last year already? Yes. And after that, man, they said, oh, we're going to adopt it, because they were very down in the dumps. They're very sad, and I was sad for them. Because the dog had been here before Manuela came, you know. Before Manuela was born, the dog was here. The dog was here since 2011. It died last year. And then they decided to adopt. So it started with Manu, Because Manu, mommy, can I have the... Can I? Yes, Hillbilly, thank you. Do you see the price that I paid for asking for water, man? Thank you. So anyways, Manu was very down and I was sad. I'm a father. If you guys are fathers, parents, you understand. So I want to have a cat. I didn't want to have any other pets in the house. At least not one that would give me trouble. Because I had to go out with the dog like 3 times a day. I had to walk the dog 3 times a day. That sucked. I'm a very busy guy. And then they got the first cat, which was the last one, the big one. Oreo is the name. Named after the cookie. And the other one is called Kira. So it came, first of all, Oreo came from Manu. And then my wife found the other one. Oh, I want to bring it too. So now I have 2 cats in the house, man. Yes. And then if I clean the house very much, I have to clean much more now because of, all the cats. These guys call hair fur. All the cat fur around the house, My goodness. So as we have a good quorum here, I just want to ask you again to please subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. Consider being a member, right? $3 a month. Come on, guys. You have scorpions in your pockets. But at least you can support the channel. You can help us grow, okay? If you can't, just by binge watching the videos and clicking on the like button, you're helping us a lot. Believe me, believe me. Just leave a message. Just say hi, thanks, good video, whatever. Interact with the videos that you're watching. You're helping us a lot. And I want to say I have left the links for the other 2 videos. Jonathan, you haven't subscribed to my investment channel, probably. The name is Brazilian Markets with Mark Saint. It's here in the description of the video. Just go click and subscribe to the channel to help me with the numbers. And gradually, guys, I'm going to put all the investment videos just there. But gradually. Here is just going to be culture and everything else. The city, suggestions of restaurants, everything. But specifically for you to invest in Brazil, visas will be in the other channel. Okay? And apparently you aren't talking about the orchestra ball, the instrument known as the viola. There is one that is no, this is more simple, I guess. Now that oh yes, no, it has nothing to do with the other one. No, it doesn't. It's a more simple version. I recommend you to really check the videos about viola. Put like moda de viola, like I said, and you will see a lot of things. The title of this video was we have news to share. I was just waiting to have more people in order for me to share with you guys a few of the news that I have, okay? So I think it's the time I'm gonna tell you what's going on with the channel. At the beginning of the return to my live streams, I told you guys I was working hard on many things concerning the channel. So until September, that's when our anniversary of the channel happens, you guys will hear and you see some news, some new things concerning our work here, the work that I develop on the channel. Yeah, in Portuguese is viola. I don't know the name of the other instrument. But guys, as you saw, I opened a channel only for Brazilian Portuguese. I have my own course prepared now. If you guys want to learn Portuguese for real, with a guy that doesn't teach grammar, it teaches the language the way it is, and you want to learn faster, you have to send me a message. And also follow the channel there. Second thing, I'm separating the investment issues to the other channel, that soon we'll have new things. I will still post here, but The other one will be more the channel to receive videos about investment. And I want to say something to you. In the past few years, ever since I opened this channel, or at least when I started talking about CPF, or the CPF, what else? The investments in general, how to acquire a house, how to get the retirement visa, how to get the marriage visa, or what is a PIX, all these kind of things. The number of people started to grow, right? People started coming, and they started, asking me more questions about how to navigate into Brazil easily. I think this is the purpose of this channel, to demystify the country, to help you guys see the reality of the Brazilians, what we live, all the wonderful things this country has got. But so many people have, oh, Hillbilly, you have become a member. Is this true, man? If you have, thank you very much. I can see there is a Brad Zook in front of your name. I don't remember to have seen it. Please correct me if I am mistaken here. Thank you very much. It means the world to have you guys as members of the channel. So guys, as I was saying, I have constantly received requests of support here on the channel. Americans, Canadians, Europeans in general, African people, Asians, always asking, hey, can you help me with this visa? Can you help me with that visa? How can I immigrate to Brazil? How can I buy a property in Brazil, but through the name of a company that I might open in the country? Do you help me with the lawyer? Can you help me with opening a business for me to be able to buy properties in Brazil? All kinds of questions concerning the legal part of coming to Brazil. I have friends, for example, that want to get a visa for student or for other things, for investor, digital nomad. And I always had to say, guys, sorry, I don't have this possibility nowadays. Or some people would say, come on, you just add real estate properties that are in other states of Brazil. You never do that with Rio. I want to buy in Rio. I want to buy in Santa Catarina. No, the Northeast is my choice. Do you have any apartments in Santa Catarina? In the Northeast, maybe in Rio Grande do Norte. So, guys, so many of these questions I have received in the past 6 years, right? This is a present from a subscriber. Check it out. This is what a published author looks like. He gave me after I finished my books. So I have great news to give you guys tonight. So I want you guys to be all ears to listen to me. Please stop whatever you're doing. Pay attention to me. It's official. I can tell you now, but I'm not going to give you all the details because we are still working the details out. Okay, I had a meeting today. That's why I'm dressed up like this. From now on, the channel Brazil Unsubtitled will be able to help you guys with whatever visas you want to have to come to Brazil. So if you guys are interested in getting a visa for, I don't know, maybe investment. Oh, I want to buy a property in Brazil. It's about 185,000 USD here in Brazil. That is R$1 million. That gives me the right to have the visa. If I invest this money, can you help me with the visa? I have received this question like 1 million times. Now I'll be able to help you. Not only find you the property that you want to invest, be that São Paulo, Rio, Minas Gerais, Espírito Santo, I will help you with the property, and you will have all the legal support. All the legal support. The cat, guys. You have all the legal support from one of the biggest and strongest law offices in Brazil. a law office that does business with the United States and so many other countries. It's an international law office, and they are our partners nowadays. They are part of this job. They will be on the backstage working with us. Okay, you're gonna contract Mark Saint and the channel, and the channel will give you everything in your hands because we have the support of these players on our backs, right? So everything you guys need. Basically, oh no, I wanna retire in Brazil. So many times I have heard this. I even tried to get a retirement visa for one of the subscribers. I failed because it's very bureaucratic and you need special knowledge. This firm that is partnering up with us, they know all the processes. They will be able to help the channel offer this to you guys. So we will offer you the visas that you guys need. We will offer you properties everywhere in Brazil. Okay? If you say, oh, I want a waterfront apartment in Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, give me some time. I will get you what you're asking. Of course, it's going to come with a study because we will give you all the details because you guys need to understand São Paulo is a different country. Okay, in terms of evolution, in terms of organization, and I saw this very much at the law office today. In terms of how the law works, São Paulo is another level. It's a first world place, believe me. Everything is digitalized. Everything has very neat process that can be done through the computer. Not all states of Brazil have this condition, but your wish will be fulfilled. We're gonna find you a property where you want. I'm also working with many other big players, not only this law office that is being incorporated to the channel, okay? So you guys are not hiring him, you're hiring the channel, and the channel will allow you to have all the services that you need. I'm also working with a major player. It's not only La Vie anymore. La Vie will continue, but it's not only La Vie anymore. We will expand, okay, the roster now. So you guys, oh, I want to invest maybe in a farm. We can get you a farm. No, I want to know how to work with coffee. We can get you this. I wanna get involved in the meat market. We might be able to help you with this. So things have gone beyond your imagination, believe me. Everything legal, everything, done by the book with a legal assistance that is amazing. A legal assistance that will give you what you want. Of course, we have the price, but you guys will have what you want. And remember, 6 times the firepower when compared to dollar. So it's going to be wonderful. I'm bringing you something here, guys, that you won't understand until you see it. That is another level. The channel Brazil and Subtitle is taking, is going up to another level, basically. That's what we're doing, okay? Great news. This is what I wanted, guys. I wanted to be able to help not only the people who want to come and buy a property and also have all the legal background. Oh, okay, I want to buy a property, but it's the first one. With this, I want to invest in other things. Our legal office will help you have this, okay? And the other thing is, how about those people that are just interested in the visas? We will help you with that as well. So more and more from now on, you will see videos in partnership with these players, members of this partnership, coming here and giving you all the instructions and giving you the open door for you guys to access us and request your service that you want. Okay? Big thing, guys. From all pockets, from the small apartment to the big investor, to the one that wants to buy a property and and maybe build a tower and sell the apartments. We will have what you need. Oh no, I need a warehouse for the e-commerce of Brazil to store their goods and distribute from there, and then they pay us. We have that as well. Okay. What a dumb comment, Josh. I'm sorry to say that, man. São Paulo is very technologically modern, despite being a developing country, obviously. I don't know why you insist in saying this. Um, doesn't make sense, if you allow me to say, right? That's so badass. How about olive oil winery? Whatever. Just tell me what you need. Good wineries in Brazil. Just tell me what you need. We will find. We have grown a network, right? A network in a way that it's unimaginable before. Okay. I don't know if Brazil is very good with producing wine. I think we have ours, but can't be compared to Argentina and Chile for that matter. Chile is amazing. They have big wineries and it's fantastic. Argentina as well, you know. So I don't think it's Brazil's thing, but we have many other possibilities, you know. Wheat, we have coffee, we have you know, the sky is the limit, right? The sky is the limit, I would say. I was dying to tell you this, but I couldn't give all the details. I still can't because we're still working. But I wanted you guys, wherever you're speaking from, people who came to me before, you know, and people who wanted specific services and never happened because I couldn't offer. You know, I want you guys to know that this door is open right now, right? You guys don't have to go anywhere else. You can stay here because I will be able to help you. And remember, guys, I don't associate myself or my channel with people or things that I think are kind of shady. I don't get involved in this kind of things. I want to work with people who are the real deal. The meeting I had on Paulista Avenue today was amazing. Their office is just amazing. Amazing. A big player, a major player is working with us now. We are creating, just so you understand, we are creating an environment, right? We are creating I would say an environment of important networking. Oh, I need this job, we know who to contact. Oh, I need that job, we know who to contact. And not only that, we will have the support of a lawyer, or many lawyers actually, it's not just one guy. So we will have the support of lawyers that will make that, first of all, they have the structure to help you out with whatever you need. They have the know-how, the expertise. They know how it works in the United States. They know how it works in Europe. And they know how to work in Brazil. So nowadays, for example, I talked to one of the guys, that's why I say he knows all the procedure for Brazilians to open companies in the United States or abroad. And he also knows how to do the opposite, right? Help foreigners come. For example, I asked him about banking accounts, right? I asked about banking accounts, and he has a way to open a banking account for an investor. Also for a person, just a person that is not really investing, but wants to work in Brazil somehow, the finances. So he has a way. He knows all the legality. He knows all the law, everything that involves any procedure that you guys need. Amazing. I had a 2 hour meeting with this lawyer and my partner, a new partner that I have on the channel, for the investments. That was amazing. Amazing. I think I know the right people now that know the right people that know the right people. So basically, you will be supported in all a process that you guys might want to have in terms of Brazil. I'm so excited to say this, guys. You have no idea. I'm so excited. This is something I dreamed of, right? I dreamed of the day that I could say, okay, what do you need? Okay, Mark, I need a car picking me up at the airport and taking me to the hotel, and everything else is done by you. It's gonna happen. We'll be able to go pick you up if you need and work everything out for you. The documentation, the legal process, because we know the right people, the time period for the process that this is gonna happen, the information you need about the location you want to invest, right? Because, this is a federation as well, like the US. Every state has its culture, its form of practicing things. So the best way, for example, if you want to invest in Goiás, which is central Brazil, you need to have a lawyer in Goiás. And we are going to have a lawyer in Goiás. Oh no, I want to buy in Fortaleza, Ceará. We have a person that works from there for us. We'll be able to work things out with our partners nationally and make it possible for you guys to invest in Brazil. Basically, what you have to do is you have to call me, send me a direct message, and you have to say, Mark, I'm interested in this. I want to have this kind of property. I want to pay like that. And I want to have this documentation. And I want to invest in this state. And this is my budget. Very important that you mention the budget so that we can, help you guys better. Because if you say, okay, I have 1 million reais to buy a property, I'm not going to offer you one that costs us 5. I don't know if you guys watched the last video that I posted on the channel. It's already the beginning of this new phase, okay? It's already the beginning. That apartment cost us $4 million, just so you guys understand. So we're going to be, covering all pockets, basically. For the big investor, for the medium, for the smaller. So don't think, he's just going to work with the big. No. He's not going to do that. Yes, just consult. Ask me, what is it like for an investor like me? I want to retire in Brazil. What do I need to do? You're going to have all the legal support to instruct you on what you got to do and to help you with this process and to do that for you. The only thing that you have to do is basically pay. Pay and wait, okay? Let me read a few comments. Just a second. I know Brazil had açaí. Yes, we have a lot of açaí. Hi, Mark. What is it with the hat? Travel Tales. It's tomorrow, no. On Sunday, it's June 1st, so we start the Festa Juninas that I explained here earlier, which is basically a countryside typical party, Catholic as well, that we have a lot of stalls selling candy, selling mulled wine. I think I learned the word, mulled wine, all this kind of things. And tomorrow, if you guys are just arriving, we're going to have one extra. We're going to have one extra live stream tomorrow from my kitchen, because my wife had the excellent idea of teaching you guys how to prepare some typical Festa Junina food. I hope you guys are free tomorrow. I don't know the time yet, but it's probably going to be 6 p.m. Brazil time or 7. It's going to be at night, because she works all day and so do I. Maybe 7 p.m., but I'll let you know, so keep an eye on the channel for you to see when, okay? Soon you will need to hire a team to help with all the people wanting help. Yes, that's my idea, Tisha. For those who take Portuguese classes with me, like Jonathan, for example, they already know my plans because I tell a story in the book that is the mark of the other dimension. It's like a multiverse, a parallel universe where Brad Zucker is a real guy. Mark lives off the channel. So it's a very interesting story. I know I wrote. That's why maybe I think so. But it mentions what the channel is going to be like. So maybe it's me just how can I say, verbalizing my dreams. And you know the word has power. So I'm telling what is going to happen, materializing my dreams. So that's it. I think in the future we're going to have a BU consulting company. We're going to have some others I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil anything, you know. John McNulty is among us. Thank you, John. Very nice, special friend from the channel. Sounds exciting. Thank you. Where do the apartment in question is located in? The apartment in question is located in a place called Riviera. Hope you watch the video later. Manifesting, Jonathan. Thank you. I am manifesting through the story of my Brazilian Portuguese book. Riviera de São Lourenço. It's an area in São Paulo for the rich and thin. Maybe it would be Orange County, OC, in the United States, in California. For us, is Riviera. There are apartments that are multi-million-dollar apartments there. So this apartment that I advertised, 257 square meters, 4 suites, a place for the housekeeper to live as well, a room with it's another suite as well, with a bunk bed if you have 2 people. Amazing, the place and the view, guys. It oversees the whole beach of Riviera. It's a very rich area, seriously. You see people riding quadricycles and all this kind of, the kids on quadricycles, difficult to say. It's another level, right? The police always paying attention to who enters, who gets out. Incredible. Yes, so they say. It was my first time there, I'm going to be honest with you. I have always heard about the location, but I had never had the opportunity to go up until the day that I made. Yeah, the apartment is pretty new. It's not decades ago, definitely not. It's pretty new. Many buildings there actually are pretty new. I don't know exactly when it was built, but the owner just told me it was new. I forgot to ask him when. I can do that and maybe inform later. But all the buildings, even the surrounding buildings, the neighboring areas, they're all new constructions, very modern, right? I have heard that was the best building of the lot because it's divided in blocks. Block 1, block 2, block 10. I think it's in block 8. The block 8 is considered to be the best view, and the apartment is the 5th floor, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a big view. He told me Christmas and New Year night is fantastic. More New Year night because you have all the fireworks and you see everything from your balcony, you know. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm so excited because I'm going to be able to offer you what you guys deserve. So if you are interested, we have a waiting list already. Just to send me a direct message on Instagram, which has the same name of this channel here, Brazilian Subtitled. I can put you guys on a waiting list. We can already start working things out for you. So I think pretty sure we'll still have more meetings with our partners, but I think pretty sure we're gonna have all the pricing, everything ready to be advertised here because they already have the structure. So it's not something, okay, they're gonna structure the whole process. The process already exists. They are already experts at doing these things. We just need to see how much it's gonna cost and all the benefits that we will offer. Okay. No idea. As I told you, this was the first time I visited Riviera. But I believe everything started with open lands, right? I don't think vintage houses were built at the beach at the time. No, it started maybe with an open land, maybe small houses, right? Because it was more of a very remote area of the coast of São Paulo, which a construction company, so they told me, came and started modernizing the place, and it is what it is today, right? No, it was not rainforest. No, definitely not. And not even Mata Atlântica, because what is protected by the law nowadays is called Mata Atlântica. This one is protected by the law, right? So you cannot cut off any Mata Atlântica. If you do, you're gonna go to jail, you know? Guys, smash the like button. Don't forget, we're approaching almost 2 hours here, okay? Thank you very much for being here, for asking the questions. This is the news that I wanted to share with you guys, but that's not the only one until probably September. We're gonna have some new things to announce. I might have some other things to announce next week because we're working hard on the backstage. Don't give up on us, please. Consider becoming members. I want to thank Hillbilly for becoming a member. Thank you very much for this. I don't remember if you were before. I'm sorry, I don't think you were. But it's $3, guys. The cheapest category there. $3 a month. Okay? If you go to the supermarket with $3, what can you buy? And you're gonna be helping us a lot with the costs of traveling, of entering maybe an exhibit that needs to be paid. No, not rainforest. No. So consider this, right? It's very important that you do that. I think I will wrap up because it's almost 2 hours that I'm here with you guys, getting hungry. Need to take a shower, relax a little. It's Friday night. Have some time for my family. Thank you very much for everything. Okay. Oh yes, you were already a member from the Patreon, right? Because we also have the Patreon there. Thank you. So guys, thank you very much for being here with me. Tomorrow, remember, we have another important live stream. If you guys want to learn about our culture of the June and July, stay here, please, for you to learn about. I will tell you some stories about the rural people, the people of the countryside, also how Festa Junina came to be, how it is celebrated nowadays, and at the same time we'll be cooking. I'll be showing you ingredients for you to prepare yourself the typical Brazilian food. Imagine you inviting your friends for a dinner and then you say, oh, I have this as a dessert, it's from Brazil. Look at that, guys. It would be amazing, you know? So be here tomorrow if you guys want to learn more about it. If you don't, we are always here Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 or before, or sometimes a little later, but in general 6:30 Brazil time. Maybe until 8:30. Always Brasilia time, don't forget. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. Hope you guys have a tremendous weekend if we don't talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.